You know, I really just don't understand PlayStation fanboys. Like, back when it was announced that Microsoft was going to be purchasing Activision Blizzard, all of the PlayStation fanboys were like, oh, who cares, not a big deal, you know, all they have is Call of Duty, and Call of Duty isn't even that big anymore. They were also claiming that Xbox wasn't gonna get exclusive COD games or exclusive Call of Duty content. But then it got revealed that Xbox most definitely was gonna get exclusive Call of Duty content. And then suddenly all the fucking PlayStation fanboys started freaking out about it. Which is really weird because like literally a day before that they were claiming they didn't give a shit at all about Call of Duty on Xbox. But now Sony has come out and said that they're worried that some players might jump console because of exclusive Call of Duty content. And now PlayStation fanboys are back to pretending like they don't give a shit. Like, that's not how it works, mate. You can't very obviously give a shit about it 1 second and then pretend you don't care in order to damage control 2 seconds later. That's not how it works, okay? Anyway, boys, we've got some salty tweets to look at, and we have also got a video by one of our favorite PlayStation fanboys, MBG, to look at later in the video. So let's get into this shit.
I mean, COD's good, but is it a console seller?
I mean, you'd be surprised how many people will literally switch platforms completely for fucking map packs and Call of Duty. Like, it's insane. I think people don't realize that even though Call of Duty is basically a shadow of its former self, it's still one of the best-selling games on basically every platform.
Why would they? Isn't it a well-known fact that PlayStation has the objectively better exclusives? Why would they jump to another console for modern Call of Duty?
Bro, I think it's so funny that there are people on Twitter literally fucking questioning the judgment of $1 million company on, you know, their statement that they're worried that people might switch consoles because of this. Like they know fucking better, right? Also, no, it's not a fact that PlayStation has objectively better exclusives. I've played PlayStation exclusives before. I had a PlayStation. I don't really like any of them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some of them that are pretty good, but most of them, like The Last of Us, Uncharted, I don't give a shit. Also, why would people jump console for modern Call of Duty? It's because most people, and you might not believe this, but most people who own consoles play fucking Call of Duty and FIFA. Okay, they don't play fucking God of War and shit. They buy a console so they can play Call of Duty and FIFA. Wait guys, hold up, I fucked up. I should have known better than to question the judgment of a guy named the objectively correct man. But honestly, how big of an ego do you need to have to name yourself the objectively correct man?
Well, PlayStation is objectively the better console, so I doubt anyone would move to Xbox. If anything, they should be worried about people going to PC.
I mean, they're not worried about people going to PC. They themselves, you know, are moving to PC. Why do you think they're putting more and more of their games on PC? Also, all these PlayStation fanboys saying shit like, oh, PlayStation 5 is objectively the best console. How is it objectively better than the Xbox Series X? Please explain it to me. And don't tell me shit like, oh, it got better exclusive. That doesn't count. Like, how as a console is it better, like objectively better than the Xbox Series X? Because they're basically almost the exact same machine.
This isn't 2010 when Call of Duty could sell consoles. COD has been a dying franchise for years. Warzone, a free game, has been their saving grace, so no, Sony should not be worried.
Well, you know, they are worried, seeing as Call of Duty is literally one of the best-selling games on their platform. Like, Call of Duty outsells every single PlayStation exclusive. It just does, every year. And a lot of people do choose to go with PlayStation over Xbox because PlayStation had those exclusive deals with Call of Duty. Because again, most casual players, most casual gamers will get a console just so they can play games like COD and FIFA, right? But if that exclusive content now shifts to Xbox, and Xbox starts heavily marketing with COD instead of PlayStation, with PlayStation usually in marketing is very much affiliated with COD. A lot of the people who choose to go with PlayStation over Xbox because of COD will now go with Xbox. That's why Sony as a company, you know, is worried.
The vast majority of PlayStation players mostly care about first-party SIE games. They're not as concerned about popular FPS games like Call of Duty. That's mostly Xbox players who are in that camp.
Do these people actually, like, know what they're talking about, or do they just, like, assume shit? because if you look at, the stats and the sales, you can see that Call of Duty on PlayStation outsells literally almost every other game, especially PlayStation exclusives. Like, almost every year. Anyway, boys, it's time for MPG. And boy, is this guy salty.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking the video out today. We have a very interesting write-up here that we're going to be discussing and I'm going to be reacting to.
Boys, like, real quick, does this dude literally have the PS4 like menu theme as his background music? Like, I'm not sure if it is the PS4 menu music, but I'm like 80% sure that it is. And if it is, that's some fanboy shit, dude. Like, that's that's insane. What cool music should I pick for my PlayStation propaganda video, my damage control video? You know what I'll pick? I'll pick the fucking PlayStation menu music.
Actually a little confused at first. I thought that this was like an older write-up or something from a while ago. It turns out it's not. It is very recent. This is something that Sony just talked about. And as you can see here, the title of this article is pretty loaded. It says, Sony sounds shook by Xbox's Activision buyout. It says Call of Duty has no rival. And this is very interesting. I've seen multiple articles making the rounds talking about this, but this one in particular seemed to really kind of paint it in a very negative light.
Yeah, because it is quite negative for Sony, you know. Like, PlayStation fanboys on Twitter can say what they want. There are a lot of people who choose to play on PlayStation because of like the exclusive content they usually get for COD.
So yeah, we're gonna go over this, guys. Before we do me a favor. If you enjoy this content or you do enjoy this video,
no,
Sony's shook. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond. I mean, of course, what we're reading is from Sony, and that's important to understand. So to a degree, yes, Sony is worried.
Yeah, no shit. Also, I skipped the part in the video where he like reads the entire article because that shit's boring.
But the part I really want to kind of, gear your attention towards is if you look at when the writer of this article says Sony is laying it on thick, yes, they are laying it on thick.
I mean, I think it's actually going to be a pretty big problem for them. I don't think they're laying it on thick because, there are probably going to be actually like a lot of people that are going to stop playing on PlayStations because of this.
And they're going to continue to lay it on much thicker than maybe they should, because that's currently their job. This is what Sony's lawyers are meant to do right now, to make it seem like it is the worst thing in the world, to get the attention of regulators and people who are going to be reviewing this, to kind of, get them to think that way, where is it going to be that bad? Should we allow this to go through? But at this point in time, it seems pretty clear, in my opinion, that this is going to go through.
I'm sorry, but like, why would regulators not let it go through? Just because Sony says, oh, there's no rival to the series. But first of all, Xbox has already said it's not going to be exclusive. So Call of Duty will still be on Sony. Oh, on PlayStation, I mean. The only thing that's different now is that Xbox will probably get the exclusive content, which Sony now gets. That's the only difference. Is that the problem? Is that why regulators shouldn't let this go through, according to... Because Xbox now has exclusive content for COD instead of PlayStation having that exclusive content. That definitely makes sense,
It's gonna happen. But until it does, of course, Sony's going to try to make it sound as bad as it possibly can. Now, the idea that Sony cannot create a competitor to Call of Duty, I think it's true. I do. I think that Sony, the best shot that they would have is creating something that does a good job in allowing them to offer something that competes with Call of Duty, in the sense of it's a first-person shooter, it's very accessible, it's really, really, really high quality, really well made.
My guy literally said PlayStation cannot make a game that can compete with Call of Duty, but the best thing they can do is make a game that can compete with Call of Duty. Like, you literally just said it can be done. What? Honestly, man, I know there's a lot left of this video. Like, the video is 15 minutes long, but holy shit, dude, it's so fucking boring. He chose PlayStation menu music for his background music, right? He talks in such a bored fucking calm way. I'm falling asleep watching this shit. I honestly don't feel like talking about the rest of the video. Because I don't want to watch through it. So, I'm just gonna end my video here, guys. Please, I'm sorry if this seems lazy, by the way, but I just cannot watch another minute of this shit. Like, I'm not even lying. Anyway, guys, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.